What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Sundays in Chef Charlie's Kitchen. How y'all doing? I'm doing good. I got this beautiful bowl of soup sitting in front of me with a grilled cheese delight pumpernickel. That's Munster cheese and mustard cheese and Romano cheese that I put on there. Okay. Wonderful. Ooh la la. Give you a nice little 360 round the table review of the situation. Bam. And then I'm gonna go ahead and let you see the soup because it is also very amazing. That is what's happening. And it's lit over here. So good job, everybody. Now it's time to taste. Oh, wine for this evening is a Cabernet Sauvignon, and I am having that out of my stemless wine glass tonight. All right. I like I like the Cabernet Sauvignon. It's really a super dry wine, and if you're not into dry wines, then this is not the wine for you. But my tomato soup is sweet, and then I have a dry wine, so I'm thinking that it'll go well. But let's get into the soup now, y'all. I drink all my red wines room temperature. I don't really enjoy cold red wine. Sometimes I like a cold sangria, but that's it. Okay, so let's get into it. So as you saw, and I also post pictures on Instagram. Obviously, the it is garnished with a little bit of what's that cheese called? Palm cheese. I'll put it in the description. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I grated a little bit of that cheese on there. I actually posted that too, that cheese. And then I have a little bit of basil oil and dry parsley. Okay, and I have grilled cheese. Let's see what this is tasting like. Mm, super crispy. I love um the crispiness of the toast type. Mm. And what I did was I just snuck a little bit of grated Romano cheese in with that Munster, and it is amazing. Mm. And it's great. Mm-hmm. With sharp flavor of the sharp flavor of the pumpernickel and the mild flavor of the mustard cheese meshing really well together, and then it's a sharp Romano cheese flavor, so it's working. It's working. Mm, okay. Yeah. That grilled cheese is lit by itself. So let's see what this soup talking about. Y'all, I'm so excited. Mm. Y'all, it's so smooth. Look at how thick it is. Mm. Y'all, listen. This soup not playing no games with me. It's really not. It's trying to take my whole taste bud like out this world. I'm gonna try some with the cheese. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna try a little bit with the basil. Very good. Mm. This soup is so thick. Look at how thick it is. Okay, that's almost like a puree. That's how thick I like my soup. I don't like a runny, watery, thin type of situation. The sausage that I used to make my meatball, it had a lot of fat. And then I also used a little bit of herbal oil to saute the sausage in. Okay, and once I did that, it accumulated a lot of fat or grease on the surface of the soup. So how did I solve that problem? Breadcrumbs. It's a thickener. I went back to in my mind to my soups. And there's a cold soup called I forgot the name of it. But there's a cold soup that uses breadcrumbs as a thickener. And it's also tomato soup. Yeah, this is great. So I went back to that and I added the breadcrumbs just to absorb that extra fat that was in the soup. Breadcrumbs have a little bit of herbs in there. I'm sure a little bit of salt. Threw that in there. It added to the texture. Y'all, it's lit. With that grilled cheese, look at that. That's so dope. Oh my god. That was lit. Now let's get into this meatball, y'all. I'm not playing no games with it. Break it right open. Make sure I got a little sauce on it. Y'all, I just got a whole whiff. Like my whole nose just exploded with flavor. All I did was break open a small corner of this meatball, and a full new whiff of flavor, sensuousness, just overwhelmed my senses. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. The meatball is the star. It's just a big, powerful Italian pack. Now, you could very well just cut this whole thing up and just mix it throughout your soup to give that little pop of flavor. Or you can just pop off a piece and eat. Like the way I like to do it, pop off a piece of the meatball and eat a scoop of soup together. But, you know, you can mix it in and get some of that, marry some of those flavors from right in the center of that meatball. All that caramelization on the meatball, the dark part, mix all of that in. That's nothing but flavor. Just marry those flavors together and have some. That is ridiculously good, y'all. Like for real. Wow. And me, the way I like to eat, I want to try a little bit of everything with everything, you know. That is litty. So you try a little bit of soup by itself, then you try the soup with a piece of the meatball, then you try the soup with a piece of grilled cheese, then you try a piece of grilled cheese with the soup and the meatball. Just get all of the vibes, get all of the flavors, you know. Don't miss one opportunity for flavor in your life. Like, and the meatball just adds so much flavor value to this soup. while the meatball is the star, okay, the soup is an excellent, excellent background dancer. They work very well together. So, yum. Yum. Mm-hmm. You know, this is a fun tomato soup. I don't know how many of y'all ever had tomato soup out of the can, you know, but this is nothing like that. Way, way, way more flavor. We started out with a reduction, a reduction of um, a smoky bones stock. Okay, and what that basically means is the bones were smoked, they were roasted, and so all of that flavor was caramelized in there. You got a little extra smokiness in there, and then you make your stock with all of your veggies, your onions, your celery, etc. Right? Mm. But this is a fun soup. Okay, this is a soup that it brings all the flavor, no holds barred. This is the type of tomato soup I want to eat. This is what makes me feel like I'm getting a hug. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have fun with it too. You know, put a little soup, little meatball on top, like so. Mm. Very good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this gets all thumbs up. I'm very satisfied with the results. It came out better than what I saw it in my head. The meatballs are really soft. You know, I used to not like breadcrumbs in my meatballs until I realized that every meatball is not created equal. And by that I mean some meatballs, like the meatballs that you use for the parties, like with the barbecue sauce, those meatballs, you want those meatballs to have a lot of meat, high protein. But with something as simple as a soup, you don't want just like a, you know, you want the flavor, but you want it to be a little softer. So when I added the breadcrumbs to my meatball, I'm going for a soft texture, nothing too tough that you gotta bite down on. That's, you know, in the delicate soup. I made my meatball for the soup. You know. Mm. I dare anybody put a canned tomato soup up to this right here, hands down. Yeah. Hmm. But yeah, guys, I ain't doing nothing. You know, just over here chilling at my house, enjoying talking to my family in group chat and video chat, and you know, it's pretty lit. It's pretty lit. Yeah. Oh, let's try some of the wine with it. That's a Cabernet Sauvignon by Woodbridge, by which is by Robert Mondavi. 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 Okay. I love this brand. This is the Melbeck I have by them. The bottle with the Cabernet Sauvignon is over there, and I don't feel like going to get it. But this is the same brand though of wine. Just not. It's just not Melbeck though. But by Woodbridge, I love them. By Robert Mondavi, I love Robert Mondavi and all of his lines. Excuse me. But anyway, oh, I was trying to wine. See, all right. Mhm. 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 Um, it's a perfect match with the wine. Um, Basically because of what I said, the dry wine, being closest to like the bitter taste bud, and then the sweetness of the tomato soup, because that sweet garlic, roasted garlic is popping right out. There's a little bit of ginger in there as well, and a little bit of honey. Sometimes people put sugar in their tomato based dishes, so that way the it takes away the acidity of the tomato. And in this instance, honey did that for me. Y'all know I don't really get down with the sugar like that. But yeah, this is lit, and the wine goes perfectly. You know, it's not overpowering, so the two match really well. Mm-hmm. Mm. I'm making cinnamon rolls for dessert. I got a can of Pillsbury, I think, and so I'm gonna make my own sauce to it. I'm gonna use the sauce that they come with, and I'm gonna mix it in with some butter, some honey, um, a little white wine, and some cranberries. And I'm gonna pour it on top of the cinnamon rolls, and it's gonna be lit. So I'll do a video for that too. But I'm gonna finish enjoying my soup and my wine, y'all. This cheese, the grilled cheese goes really well with the wine as well. The strong, distinct flavor of the pumpernickel is really doing the dry red wine some justice. But anyway, excuse me, y'all. I'm gonna finish enjoying my soup and my wine, and then in a few minutes I'm gonna get up and start dessert. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Beautiful Charlie Swag. That's Beautiful Charlie, like Charlie Brown, Swag with two G's, All lowercase, one word, Beautiful Charlie Swag. See y'all on Instagram. Make sure you follow, share, subscribe, like, comment. Love you guys. This has been Sundays in Chef Charlie's Kitchen. And I'm going to be right back.